Alright, what's good? Let's get it. Just got out of the gym. It's later than I'm usually. There's this gentleman I speak to when I swim. His name's Richard. We're very similar, that's why I think we speak so long and whatnot. Just hit a man. We just talk. He's more of a, he was a teacher, he was a free thinker type guy. You know, back when it was not encouraged, but we were able to speak about things in school without immediately being fired. That fun stuff. Yeah. Damn, I didn't think this was gonna be that deep, but like, there's so much to talk about with this. I don't even know where to begin. All right, we'll start off with this. If you're afraid to offend others, you're afraid to think for yourself. You're afraid to have original thoughts. Because, right, we're used to the duality, like positive, negative. So somebody says something to you, or like, I like apples. People in their head can do all these mental gymnastics and whatnot and be like, oh, well then he must hate oranges, or well then blah 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 blah. Like you can go different routes with that. Some are positive, some are negative, perceivably, whatever. Instead of just taking that input of what somebody said to you, of I like apples, and then, you know, asking them like, why do you like apples? That's an easy ass question to ask somebody. People can take different routes with that, you know, whether it's judging them for liking apples. You're like, well, I don't like apples, I like oranges, so I must not like this guy. Or dude was riding his ass. Or somebody says, I like apples, and you're like, I don't like fruits or whatever. Like, you know, there's different things you could talk about. Because there's different ways to respond to what somebody says to you. So, I guess that's the point of this video. The best response sometimes is either no response, or no judgment, or a simple question. So we'll get a little, I'm not going to get deep into it, but like, say, with the apples example, I like apples. Why do you like apples? What's your favorite type of apple? Dive into their thought process, because you don't understand other people's thought processes, so don't judge them based on one thing they say or whatever. Try to figure out their thought process a little bit. Try to figure out who they are as a person and all that stuff. It's tough, because where are you encouraged this type of thinking? You're not encouraged to think like this necessarily in schools. They want single-minded, task-oriented. They say, I like apples. They tell you to write down, I like apples 10 times. It's a joke, but have the courage to think for yourself, no matter what. I mean, it used to be a big thing. Getting canceled was like scary and shit. Now it's like, whatever, it doesn't mean anything. But don't be afraid to lose people. distance yourself from others or whatever, for have others distance themselves from you based on who you are, because you're telling people who you are. And if they want to distance themselves, or if they want to judge you or hate you for it, that's not your problem. You can't have the mindset. You shouldn't have the mindset of lack, of where, well, I don't want to be lonely or blah blah blah. Like, I don't want to lose my girlfriend because she doesn't like how I really think. It's like, dude, you're lying to yourself. That's a whole nother conversation to have about dynamics in relationships nowadays and how it's dangerous and whatnot. But anyway, if you're presenting your authentic self to people, or just in that moment of who you are, and people don't like that, that's not on you. Maybe sometimes it is on you. But if you're being your genuine, loving self, and people hate you for it, it's not your problem. It's their problem. And you tolerating that behavior in people in your life is only holding you back. It's holding you back from meeting other people that you resonate with, that can add something to your life. And you see a lot of problems with that, with people stuck in their high school cliques or their childhood friend groups and things like that, where yes, in some cases it can lift you up and be an inspiring, but overall, on average, your friend group is probably holding you back, especially if you're an intelligent individual with, or just not even intelligent, just like an aware individual, intelligent, whatever, any of those synonyms, whatever. It's like the tighter your grip, the harder it is to let go. But once you let go, the easier it is to grab what you want. Or you desire, or what's destined for you, or whatever you believe. Sometimes energetically you have to clear out the BS and the things that don't resonate with you and the things that aren't for you anymore, in order to get what's actually for you, or what's a possibility for you. Because that's really just life, right? I mean, people, is it predestination? Is it free will? I mean, I'm vibing with the free will argument right now, but I do believe there's some sort of predestination in there. Like, there's paths you can take, but ultimately you have the choice of where your life goes. I think I'm gonna leave it at that. It's a beautiful morning. Beautiful. Enjoy the rest of your day.